made some mistakes that cannot be erased, but darling, people change. I need a chance to try.
Hello, everyone!
Hello!
Welcome back to Season 2 of GT and the GT. We are so excited for this new season. Man, I missed them, you know?
Today, we will be talking about
Chivalry.
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 It's a weird word.
Chick-fil-A.
Nope.
Chick-fil-A.
No, that's making me hungry.
Chivalry.
Yes, what are things that you think are chivalrous?
Good question, Tyler. I think, obviously one of the classics is opening the door for someone.
Opening the door, classic. That's number one.
But you know something that I feel like has been lost with
I
our
think I know where
generation
you're going.
is opening the door to the car for someone. Because, I feel like it's kind of like polite to do, and sometimes easy to open the door for someone behind you. All you have to do is like, somebody's behind me, I'll open the door for them.
Yeah.
But when you open the door to a car, a lot of it involves being really intentional with going over. You have to go out of your way. If you're driving around the car,
unless you jump over
open the door, unless you hood slide like straight Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Which, that's also pretty cool too.
Yeah.
That's lost today. Hood sliding is, we need to do that more. Don't try it at home though.
Number 2. You know what I think is also lost?
What do you think is lost?
I was like, dang, I forgot that people did this because it's been so lost. When a woman walks into the room, or you're sitting down at a table.
I know where you're going.
All the men stand up until she sits down. And now, all the guys are like, swag, you come to me, ladies. I'm gonna sit down so you guys can get up and walk to me. I'm like, treat the girl like she has some respect and value, because she does.
What happiness is to you? Oh, yeah!
Jordan doesn't know we're recording right now. Jordan's getting gas. He doesn't know that we're recording. Let's see what happens.
No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. I'm happy. Sweet. Ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Number 3 on chivalrous things. Pulling the chair out
for the lady
to sit down, not to take a seat on the floor.
Yes,
because
to
you
pull it out
tripped
because
them
the guy. Yeah.
It's super nice. Do it.
I deal with this a little bit. It seems like you have to be wearing a suit and tie sometimes to do chivalrous things.
I know, right?
Especially pulling the chair out for someone. That's the only time we think about it. But isn't it interesting that the only time we think about doing nice things is when we're in a nice environment?
Oh wow!
Isn't that interesting?
Or the only time we think about nice things is when we view ourselves as nice. In order to give value to somebody else, you have to understand yours.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. What about let's call number 4, paying for the meal?
Ooh, paying for the meal.
Which is that is so hard.
Oh dear.
Oh shoot!
Oh my gosh!
What was that?
That was in a ridiculously nice car.
That was like a Ferrari.
Holy cow.
That was incredible.
Sorry.
Oh goodness.
Speaking of money, that's what I wish I had so I can get that car.
Anyway, but as ballers on a budget,
yes,
it's hard to pay for a meal when you're I only got $3 in my bank account. I can buy you a egg McMuffin at
McDonald's.
And so I feel like sometimes it's hard to do that because there's a lot of sacrifice in that.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but chivalry really comes out of sacrifice.
Totally.
In order to be chivalrous, you sacrifice something for the sake of the other person, which isn't that what love comes out of.
Yeah.
It's sacrificing.
Love.
And that's really, I think, a big part of love is sacrificing
Totally.
your preference,
Your
sacrificing something, you know, and money is something that's really, really hard to sacrifice. So,
Especially if you don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
For the girl side of things, it's being open to that, I think, is the biggest thing, and being appreciative of the chivalrous act. Maybe it doesn't happen often, but when it does, communicate the value back to the guy, because that goes a long way, especially if you're in a relationship or you're just like, there's a guy that really values you.
I want to speak real quick to guys. A lot of times, I know we don't think about these things, but I think even if this isn't someone you're pursuing romantically, what would it look like as men, as dudes, to do these kind of things for people that we aren't even pursuing romantically,
or don't even know,
let alone the ones that you pursue romantically. And so I'm just challenging guys, myself as a guy, and all the other guys, like, let's be more aware of the things that we can do to sacrifice for others.
So that's basically the George Twins guide to everything chivalrous. If you are just as pumped as we are for GT, please hit the subscribe button thingy, because that helps us do more videos and continue to do what we love to do, and continue to connect with you guys. More videos to come. Thanks for watching. We love you guys. See you later. Just make sure you check out our stuff.
And be classy.
And be classy.
Or
Stay
Canada.
classy. Yeah.
You're my one and only. You're my one and only.